Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. Thank y'all for stopping and watching. Checking on Mama Wanda. It's a beautiful day out. And for those that don't know me, I am Empress Chakra Wanda. You can call me Wanda. You can call me Empress. You can call me Chakra. You can say, hey sis. Whatever feels good for you. So, what I wanted to do is make sure I share some information with you. Oh my God, there's a lot that has happened within the last 2 weeks. I'm going to start from where I am right now. First of all, it's beautiful outside. I'm going to be going by the water a little bit later. Today is, March the 5th? It feels good. It feels good outside. I'm going to sit right here. I got some notes. I tried to be definitely more organized. My tripod broke, so I'm going to have to use my phone. You guys, I'm doing my best not to be distracted by having things perfect or right, having lighting, technology, all of those things will come, because what's important is just sharing with you in the way that the divine guides me. All right? So for those that are new, if you want to understand more about who I am and what I do, if you're looking on YouTube, go in to the top of the page and look at the description of the channel, and that'll give you some insight. I do have a link for a mailing list if you'd like to get on my mailing list to be notified of events coming up or mastermind classes that I'm creating virtually for women, for the divine feminine. So also, what else is there? Yeah, my IG page is there as well. Anyway, so I want to share with you a powerful experience that I had at a manifestation summit. Had never heard of such a thing. So where do I start? First of all, I just want to tell you that I had planned a vacation, a cruise to the Bahamas back early 2023. And the reason, I was invited by one of my hair clients. So when I'm not doing my spiritual work and life guidance and sharing wisdom and knowledge and sharing what I learned and sharing what I've experienced, the receipts of my life, to encourage those. So yeah, the purpose of my channel is to encourage those who are navigating a spiritual awakening, especially you newbies, right? You're experiencing a spiritual awakening. You've got a taste of an awareness of within yourself that there's more to life than just simply looking through the filter of the third dimension, right? Seeing things in front of you as exactly, believing it as exactly as it is, and learning and understanding that you can operate at higher levels, dealing with the same situation, right? Through the awareness of your consciousness, and beginning to understand that it takes work to unblock old beliefs and habits. I'm just going to leave it right there. And it's also for those of you who you fell back to sleep. You was on your spiritual journey, and you was into your study, and you were into listening to the divine speak to you and through you. You had moved across some barriers, some things that locked you into old ways of being, but then life was lifing, and you got off of that. So you fell asleep, but you're waking back up, or you're getting back up. So that's who I vibe with. That's who I'm speaking to, because all of that was me. All right. Manifestation Summit. Had never heard of it, right? I told you I planned a vacation. So the time had come, and we were launching at the end of February. Today is March 5th, so it was two weeks ago. In between August and the beginning of the year, the work that I do, working on the crowns of beautiful women, I work on African American women. I do hair for them, specifically techniques of protective styling. Specifically, majority of my clients are challenged with hair loss. So I do treatments to help maintain what they have as long as possible. I do have great experiences with people in restoration of hair. Everybody's experiences is different. So it's not a universal across the board, but I've been blessed to celebrate 10 years in that business as of last February 2024. And I was led by the divine into that work. I came out of one career and moved into it, and that's my third career. Anyway, on my YouTube, check out my playlist. I have one that where I speak about, the different bridges that I've crossed in changing careers, and also some of the challenges that I've had in life. I've had 4 life-threatening situations. I don't share them for just the shock value, but more that how I have seen the hand of the Creator in the midst of each of those situations, and I'm still here now. So in preparing for the trip, first of all, my business started declining, or I'm not going to use that word. What is not as busy as I normally would be, and there was a reduction, and that's changing now, in clients in a drastic way. And you guys, it caused me, it's been a shock, and so when you begin to live an awakened life, you begin to understand that you are a multidimensional being, and that you can operate from the observer mind. If you're into metaphysics and spirituality, there's a master teacher called Eckhart Tolle, and he talks about the power of now, and he talks about operating from the observer mind. So go do your homework and check that out. So I'm in the observer mind, and the higher self, I'm observing myself going through being shocked about the reduction in business, being shocked about income reducing, but yet bills are still there, being shocked, fell into depression, and a lot of times people don't want to be around you and your stuff. And guess what? You're going to find who there and who's not. And actually, you can't hold people hostage. Like, your life challenges are designed to show you where things need to either be repaired or where you need to excel. Yes. So I was in that space for a long time. It was uncomfortable. But at the higher viewpoint, when I climb higher in my awareness and observing the situation, I also looked at what I've been saying to myself and what I've been envisioning for my future, or what I envision of myself in the future. And I have to be honest, I love the work that I do, but more and more, I desire to have less time trading time for money, you understand? And be able to be free to do the work that I'm called to do. And so anyway, in observation, the time got close to actually getting on the ship, and I was traveling with a dear sister friend who understands who I am and held space. We finally was able, I finally made it to Miami, and another sister friend was my Uber. And I said I wasn't connected with the idea of traveling just yet, because I was so distracted with my challenge, or what felt heavy about my business. And I was concerned about, you how in the surface you say you don't want to worry, but subliminally it's still happening, right? And so you almost have to constantly reset yourself. So here's what I know, all my provision is made, all my needs are met, everything works out for my good. You have to get into that affirming constant to transmute the programming, right? Triggering things trigger you. You might remember something in the past. You might be brought back to a memory in the past where the same scenario happened, and it caused you some anxiety, and it turned out a different way. And so I was triggered. So, going on the trip. So I'm in the car, getting ready to get to the airport, and I tell my sister friend, you know what I said? I'm going to shift my attitude deeply as I move into this experience of enjoying 4 days and 3 nights on one of God's oceans. I'm going to get a chance to watch sunrise and sunset, and this is my 3rd cruise. This is the first time on Royal Caribbean, and so I'm just going to throw myself into this. And actually, I'm going to imagine that I travel all the time, often. I'm going to imagine that where I'm going, because the first time I had experience of a cruise was I was invited, all expenses paid. I just had to pay for my flight, and I ended up speaking and teaching along other ministers and spiritual teachers, and it was just a dream come true. And then that was in 2017, and I was invited back again in 2019, and I liked that idea. So I said, fast forward on this cruise, I'm going to imagine that I'm doing that, right? And so I said to her, before I got out of the car, I said, there was a time when I was a little girl, I used to be in my imagination all the time. And I was chastised. I was sent to the principal's office one time, vividly I remember, in elementary school. And they called my mother and said, you're going to have to come pick her up because she's not paying attention. She's daydreaming. I'm getting somewhere, y'all. Lean in. This is the step that got me to the Manifestation Conference Summit. So I'm telling my friend this. It was on a Friday, and then I get out and get to the airport, and then I meet my friend, another friend in Miami. We get checked into the hotel, right? We chilling in the afternoon by the pool and all that. Then we had to get up early the next morning, or get up the next morning to go board. Get up the next day to get ready to go board the boat. You had a scheduled time that you had to show up, because it's almost 4,000 people, right? So everybody not coming at one time. So anyway, and so I wake up, and I open my phone, and I'm just scrolling a little bit. I'm not searching, and Facebook opens up, and this woman just starts to talk, and I'm just lying there, and she says, what startled me, she says, when I was a little girl, I used to daydream, and I used to get in trouble. My eyes opened up, and I'm like, this is crazy. What? So I'm going to park that there, right there for a minute. We know we in this 3rd dimension. We know technology, and we know when our phones are off, it's listening to everything, right? So the logical mind wanted to erase that as something special. But I chose not to. I chose to pay attention because she said exactly what I said. And she went further, talking about how she used to play imagination and visioning games to stretch time. And as she grew, as she got older, she started researching metaphysics and spirituality and conscious awareness and all of that stuff. And she actually built a business, and then, over time, and then one day she got an eviction notice, and she realized that she had only $8 or 8 cents in the bank or something like that. And so she had a major life impact that turned everything up. And some of you have experienced that over and over again, where you're going along just fine. You're going along just fine in your life, and something sideswipes you or makes you feel like you got sucker punched, and then you had to get up and restore and recover. And living in the 3rd dimension, your mind is always on, how is this going to happen? How am I going to do this? But when you start in your spiritual awakening, become aware that you don't have to worry about the how. You have to just get in position, and you have to walk in higher faith and let the divine show you the how. And most times it's minute by minute, step by step. You can only focus on the next step in front of you. All right. So, like I said, I heard her speaking, and I said, who is this? And this is before I got out of bed. It was early in the morning, maybe 5:30, 6 o'clock. And so I went to YouTube to search her name. Her name is Regan Hillyer, Regan Hillyyard. I go to her YouTube, never heard of her. And the first video that comes up is, hey guys, come join me at a Manifestation Summit. Now, didn't I tell y'all I flew into Miami? She says, I'm going to be in Miami. Oh my, in 2 weeks. Now, this was a video that was a week before, so the 2 weeks would be March the 2nd and the 3rd. Now, I'm getting ready to go on this ship, which was a week before. And I said, this is crazy. Then I looked further, and she said, I'm going to be there, hosted by Mindvalley. Oh my God, I've been a member of Mindvalley platform for years. I just recently canceled my membership because of the reduction, of appointments. If you don't know what Mindvalley is, many of you may not, but some of you may. Mindvalley is the #1 platform of transformation. Okay, so basically, it's a virtual platform, and the founder, his name is Vishen, or Vishen, V-I-S-H-E-N. He was interviewed on CNN, I believe, recently, if not 2024, but in 2023. Guys, I'm going to put in description on this YouTube. I may put a teaser here for 10 minutes on Instagram, but you got to go to the YouTube for this full video. I'm going to put in the description the link to Mindvalley, the link to this young lady, and the link to other people that I'm going to talk to you about, because I'm going to give you a recap of my experience attending the summit. So, anyway, she says, join me. So, I see the link. I search for the link, which is still up. It says mindvalley.com. So, guys, I was able to find that video of the interview on CNN with the founder of Mindvalley. Here it is.
Transforming the lives of 1 billion people is the aim of Vishen Lakhiani, the founder of Mindvalley. Built as an online personal growth platform with 20 million students worldwide, Mindvalley offers 30 courses to lift the mind, the body, and the spirit. The company says its clients include Facebook, Google, and the airline Emirates. Vishen Lakhiani joins us live now. Vishen, thank you so much for being with us. I absolutely love this app, Mindvalley. I mean, it represents the intersection of technology and also spirituality, two things that people think are somewhat incongruous, but of course they're not. And this app really did changed my life. You've got so many online courses and workshops to choose from that really sort of focus on your inner growth and also just helping people live up to the highest version of themselves. Just walk us through, if you're a business leader or if you're an entrepreneur or if you haven't found your calling or your passion, walk us through what Mindvalley offers.
Well, firstly, thank you for saying what you said. That warms my heart that the app changed your life. That's the key word we try to do at Mindvalley. We want to change 1 billion lives. So if you're an entrepreneur or a business owner, one of the most important things we need to keep in mind is that the era of business is changing. We know that soft skills are important. We know that our ability to connect as leaders to people, to lead teams, to nurture ourselves, to take care of our health and wellness, to have mindfulness practices, all of these lead to happier employees, better company culture, more productivity, more connectedness between a team. But a lot of these skills are not found in many traditional forms of education. And what Mindvalley seeks to do is to get the best teachers out there in the world to teach this en masse to the best quality training in the world to as many people as we can.
Yeah, so explain to us the sort of structure of Mindvalley, because you've got these sort of small bite-sized videos, right? You're supposed to watch one video a day if you pick a particular workshop that's focused on personal growth. And it ranges. I mean, it's absolutely everything. It's everything, either from spirituality, either it's meditation, it could be any form of personal development, career growth goals. Just explain to us specifically what the various courses offer.
Absolutely. Well, firstly, it starts with your goal. We look at around 290 different human development outcomes, which could be anything from speed reading to greater confidence to greater productivity, to learning to use AI to speed up productivity, things like ChatGPT. And then we find a really great teacher and we put them together with someone called a learning theory designer. So learning isn't just passive consumption of facts. Learning is installing in people new beliefs, new behaviors, new attitudes, new habits. It's a slow, gradual accumulation of wisdom that you are then putting into practice. Now, we deliver this not just through content and teacher, but through our app itself, which does micro lessons every single day that get you hooked, that get you engaged. And every single day we build up a new behavior and a new attitude and a new habit until at the end of, say, 3 weeks or 4 weeks, you are literally completely different in that specific area of your life.
You know, Vishen, I am so sorry. I was so excited to talk to you that I forgot to mention your book. Guys, can we pull up his book? You're the author of the six-phase meditation method. And actually, what's interesting is that you're not a fan of meditation in the traditional sense, because we talk to a lot of people who, focus on meditation, especially for entrepreneurs and business leaders. Just explain to us, what the difference is here in terms of how you view meditation.
Well, a lot of people think meditation is long periods of silence, focusing on your breath. That is mindfulness, right? There's a different aspect of meditation called active meditation, where you are not trying to still your mind. You're not trying to focus on your breath. You're focused on the problems that you want to resolve and the results you want to create. It is an active application of the mind towards changing your future, but also creating emotional balance. So the sixth phase looks at 3 methods to create this incredible, juicy emotional balance within you, and then 3 methods to get your mind focused on the future. It's meditation for entrepreneurs, for athletes, for people who are going out there and really wanting to compete in the game and build something and create something. But the side effect is really beautiful peace of mind. You become a better, nicer, more blissful, kinder, happier person.
The side effects is absolutely that it does make you a better person. And what is, I guess, kind of surprising here is really how successful this app is. $100 million in revenue. I only say surprising because it's so niche. When you think about spirituality and personal growth, it is still somewhat niche. It's becoming more popular, but still niche. $100 million in revenue. Did that kind of success surprise you at first?
Well, we are a product-led company, right? So we want a product to be so good that people who come on want to bring their friends. I mean, you just said it changed your life and you're bringing me on CNN. This happens all the time. And so what starts happening is that customers start learning about this from other customers. And we hit well over 100 million in revenue before taking a drop of venture capital. The company is fully self-funded at this point. But it's all about changing lives. So on our website, I'll share an interesting statistic. We have 18,000 case studies from people who came to us and wrote a case study because Mindvalley changed some aspect of their life. My personal goal is to get this to about 1 million. Like, I want to die knowing that I've helped in some way through the app, change 1 million lives. So, and that's why what you said means so much to me.
Oh, well, what you've done means so much to me. So when you think about, being an entrepreneur and being spiritual, a lot of people think that those two things are mutually exclusive. So, for example, that being an entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur, obviously means thinking about competition, to a certain extent being cutthroat, and being spiritual is all about sort of letting things come to you and sort of meditating. And a lot of people think that those two things do not go together, but you don't believe that. Explain why.
No, well, firstly, we confuse drive with competitiveness. The best entrepreneurs I know are driven, but they are respectful to their competitors. They see their competitors as beautiful mechanisms for them to get better. And in today's world, we're more connected than ever. Human beings are so closely connected that the best way to build companies is to build our skills and how we relate with other people. But at the same time, there's also so much emerging research that shows that when we take care of our minds, our spirit, our sleep, our health, we simply do better. And that's why entrepreneurship and wellness have to come together. The best entrepreneurs I know, their non-negotiables are their health, their spirit, and their family and team.
And you're a major advocate of the 3-day work week. So I'm going to have you talk to my bosses, okay? Vishen Lakhiani, we have to leave it there. Thank you so much, CEO of Mindvalley. I absolutely love that app. You're very, very welcome.
Mindvalley Manifestation Summit, okay? And I look at that and oh my God, there were going to be 6 speakers, including her. It might have been 7. And half of the speakers I'm familiar with because I've been studying them almost 20 years. Half of the speakers I've seen either in person one time. They are masters at transformation. And when I say the word mastery, I doesn't mean that anyone has arrived at a perfect way of being. It means that there's a high level of commitment in navigating this dimension beyond the third, and beyond lack, limitation. It's like climbing a mountain. You don't stop. You utilize all of your gifts, skills, and talents and your faculties. And anyway, the 6 people, 2 of them or 3 of them were actually in the movie The Secret. How many of you have seen The Secret? If you haven't, I'm going to put a link below. I'm going to try to remember to. I don't think it's on a movie on YouTube. I think it may be Amazon Prime. But anyway, The Secret was all about introducing the awareness of the law of attraction, okay? And all of this ancient, these are universal laws. This is not a new thing. A lot of people want to say, oh, you're talking about new age. No, I'm talking about ancient technology brought into the now. And that's been going on for a long time. Ain't nothing new under the sun. And a lot of this stuff, when it comes to the law of attraction and universe and God as universe, is in many different ancient texts, including the Bible. Okay? Yeah, right. Okay. It ends up being all one message. Yes. 6 people. Michael Beckwith, Reverend Dr. Michael Beckwith, the founder of the Agape International Center, was going to be speaking. Y'all don't know, these are people that have been pioneers in teaching and bringing the awareness of helping you understand who you are and what you are, right? First, as a spiritual being, the spirit has no denomination, spirit has no nationality, spirit has no color, spirit has no when you strip all of this off, we are pure spirit, and we're not raised to operate from the spirit, right? The awareness of your spiritual gifts. You come equipped with spiritual senses. That's another video. Let me get back to the 6 people. You had Marie Diamond. Now, I wasn't familiar with her and didn't aware that she was on The Secret movie until she began to speak. And she is a mastery teacher in the field of feng shui, about the energy of things that in your physical environment, your home, your office, even your virtual environment, your social media, your email, how things are either cluttered, and when it comes to your home and office, the positioning of how your furniture lays out, everything impacts your overall ability to fully manifest the things that and align with the things that are already in the universe, waiting to come into your experience. There was Regan. She's the Regan and Vishen. Vishen, Vishen, is the founder of Mindvalley. Again, he was interviewed by CNN, and he said that he didn't have to pay for that. They called on him because the newscaster that was interviewing him, she insisted with her network that she interview him because it changed her life drastically. the Mindvalley platform. There was Neil Donald Walch. Some of y'all may not know, but those that know, y'all feel me? Neil Donald Walch is the author of a series of books that have sold millions. And he's been teaching for many, many years. Basically, he shared his journaling of conversations with God in his way. So he channeled, okay? Yeah. These people are, look. Then there's Juan Pablo Barahona. I'd never heard of him, but he did energy work and movement work within the summit. So these 6 people. So I'm like, oh my God. I went to registration. And look, I'm in the middle of travel. I would have to turn right back around and come back in a week's time, because it was going to be the following week of my trip. And I look at the registration, and you know the challenges I said I had. To be in person was going to be like $400. To be in person and be a part of VIP, where you get a chance to ask questions and have dinner and be in proximity with the master teachers and a special dinner for the attendees. That was going to be $600. But I didn't let that stop me. I didn't feel any kind of way. There was a third registration opportunity to come to attend virtually for only $29. Now, as I tell you all this, I'm not getting no money or anything like that, so put that out your mind. I'm just telling y'all, okay, about this divine sign and synchronicity. And let me stop here just for a moment. I'm speaking to those that vibrate with my voice, with what I'm saying, with what I'm sharing on my channel. As I share, I'm thinking about you. I'm thinking about you who are navigating a spiritual awakening. I'm thinking about you who once was on that path and fell asleep, and you've been rejuvenated to get back. I'm doing my best to put the right tags to attract that, but I don't have to use any kind of will. I don't have to use any kind of effort. I don't have to conform and stick with what the world says about social media and getting information and getting likes and follows. I'm operating strictly from the guidance of the divine into when I should speak and what I should share, and doing my work all the way through, and reminding you to do the same. And so I registered. I registered before I left the hotel to go to the boat, and I told my travel partner. She said, oh my God, you know that's a sign, right? Because they know how I roll. They know that I operate from that space of looking at the world, paying attention to synchronicities, looking out for divine signs. Just paying attention. Because the third dimension has its own vibration. And there are more than just this dimension. There's the fourth, there's the fifth, all the way up to the 10th or 11th dimension. We are multi-dimensional beings. I know I'm going to lose some of y'all newbies, but don't. No, just take it in gently. You're going to be all right. Mama Wanda got you. So that, waking up, hearing that recording, remember I said my mindset was kind of like, I'm going on this trip and I really want to be present. And I also, in my prayer, in my thought, in my conversation with the divine, I was asking, show me a way to, of what I have already been taught and intuitively been guided. Show me a way to turn down the thermostat of the thoughts and feelings and concerns that I've been in for several months, and allow me to tap into the present moment. See, as I'm speaking to you right now, I hear birds in the distance, and I feel a gentleness of presence of the divine And the wind, the divine, the creator of all that there is we're immersed in it. Remember the movie Finding Nemo? Any of y'all ever seen the movie Finding Nemo? Well, the gist of the story was Nemo was looking for a big ocean. And at the end, he realized he was already in the damn ocean. Oops. You understand? We are already immersed in the beauty of love, of guidance. That which created this one planet, created many planets, is still creating universes as we speak. That which created the ability for me to speak in my heart, and that gives me the confidence to be the authentic way of being and communicating as a spiritual teacher, as an elder, as a woman of wisdom, here, now, brought this synchronicity, helped snap me out of what I was in, helped, knew that it's a part of my nature to get excited about seeing the divine in everything. And to hear that there was going to be this gathering, it was going to be Mindvalley's first manifestation summit ever. Guess what, y'all? Long and short, went on my trip, enjoyed it immensely, had some other divine synchronicities that were unbelievable that showed up and showed me that the divine was working on my behalf. So get back in town. I did register for the $29. And I look forward to coming back home. I look forward to, now that following weekend was the summit on March 2nd and 3rd. It was a Saturday and a Sunday. And I actually had appointments. I actually had people that were going to sit in my chair, and that, so how was I going to pay attention and look at the summit? Plus, there was going to be no replay. The replay was only available for the people that showed up or registered to be in person. I didn't let that stop me. I didn't let seeing that it was going to be $400 and plus an air flight and plus a hotel or $600 and same. And I didn't get frustrated that the resources weren't available at that time, because there would have been a time that if this had happened several months before or last year, I would have dropped that money. I would have reserved it. I would have got on the plane, because I recognized the divine sign, divine alignment. No, the $29 allowed me to tap in virtually still to this experience, because I'd always wanted to tap in with communities that think and move like I do. Now, I have people that I'm connected with in my local area. You know, I could count on my hand the number of people, sister friends that, you know, I operate and flow like this. You understand, that do their work. There's many other people that I know that are virtual, in my virtual tribe of women that are other places across the country. But I've never been in a summit where people were talking about metaphysical laws of the universe, metaphysics, spirituality, your conscious and subconscious mind, deprogramming, chakras, energy work. Never been in a concentrated, huge conference like this. Now, when I first became into my spiritual awakening, yes, I got connected with churches that were more metaphysical. You know, I was raised Baptist and Catholic, but I paid attention to science and didn't realize that the universe, I was recognizing I was living in this other dimension anyway. So fast forward. So I'm at work. I bring my computer. I told my clients I took a class. Now you could say, okay, I'm doing their hair. Maybe just listen to it on your earbud. Earbuds didn't work. So I had to set the computer in front of us and watch. The thought came, I don't know, the client might not, you know. But the first client that I worked with on Saturday, she understands who I am. So it's cool and very supportive. And I mean, we were both having a good time with the information that was being shared. And on Sunday, the same thing. I had a different client that was down and cool and open to it. Let me tell you some of the things that came out of it. First of all, the founder opened it up. I think they had a lady that was like a mistress of ceremonies, but the founder, Vishen, and I'm going to do my best to try to edit in a little excerpt of him being interviewed by CNN. So Vishen, he's the founder of Mindvalley, the #1 transformation platform. So it's a membership platform, and I'm not, I don't get any money to talk about it. But in the platform, you get to take these master classes. They call them quests. They might be 21 days long. Each of them are all different. And you're learning. What are you learning? You're learning things about your subconscious, your conscious awareness, meditation, breath work, energy work, bringing spirituality and science together. People that have been out there doing this powerful work for years. Some of y'all used to watch Oprah, she brought some of these people onto her platforms. Anyway, so I'm reading from that page. It was called Master the Art of Manifesting in 2024, a special first-time event with leading teachers of manifesting in the world. Let me show you as what I'm reading. Hold on. So here it is, you guys. Manifesting the art of manifesting in 2024. Here are all the speakers that were there. Okay. This 2-day immersion with modern masters of manifestation. And I'm just going to give you a little excerpt here. Regan Hillyer, widely regarded as world's #1 manifestation and mindset coach. That's the one that popped up in the recording that I heard. Neil Diamond Walch, a legendary author behind the Conversations with God book series. Dr. Michael Bernard Beckwith, the single most featured manifesting trainer in countless documentaries in the last 2 decades. And he created a program he channeled it, called the Life Visioning Process. And maybe about 15 years ago, I got certified as a life visioning facilitator by one of his mentors or mentees. And her name is Ray Jordan, and her program is still in place. I think it's called Higher Vision Institute. I'm gonna try to remember, put a link below. Marie Diamond, the Feng Shui master, and she works with a lot of celebrities. That I'm not pointing that out as anything greatly important, but I mean, just to let you know the type of people who come to her. The founder of Mindvalley, Marie Diamond, this Feng Shui master, is she's his mentor. It says here, she'll show you how to activate the missing 33% of your manifesting and harness the power of your environment to accelerate attracting greater success, prosperity, love, and wellness into your life. And then the founder of Mindvalley is Vishen Lakhiani. Okay? He primarily, one of the main things that he teaches is the Silva method, SILVA method. And it is a legendary method of mind science dealing with manifestation. Oh my gosh, all these people. Let me tell you, I tapped in. It wasn't going to be saved, so every now and then I had to make some notes. All right? So it says here, how to manifest more of what you want consistently and predictably. It says, manifestation requires more than just wishful thinking. It demands a deep understanding and application of specific principles to achieve consistent and predictable results. If you're ready to manifest more of what you truly desire and less of what you don't, to see your aspirations materialize in your life seamlessly and on schedule, it's crucial to master these 6 fundamental principles of manifesting. I'm going to stop right there. What I'm speaking about and what some of the things that I've experienced in my 65 years, only been in the spiritual awakening for the last, let's see, maybe 15 years. Okay? Because when I transitioned out of the corporate arena, I jumped into the holistic arena, and that was because I was responding to a call and a pull to get out of the hamster wheel and the rat race that I experienced, in that world, and to do work that matched the vibration of my heart's calling. And so I'm not saying here that you won't run across things in your life, but to operate from the fullest capacity of the being that you are. It says here, six fundamental principles of manifesting: envisioning your ideal future, overcoming limiting beliefs, secrets and systems and guidance, achieve any desire with step-by-step guidance as they're giving you examples of what they've gone through in their lives, and you're amongst others who are in attendance of these teachings and connecting with others who are doing their work. Abundance manifesting secrets, accelerate timelines, raise your energetic frequency. Whether you seek to enhance your well-being, achieve your career goals, or create more abundance and joy in life, the Mindvalley Manifesting Summit 2024 helps bring you there. I'm looking forward to the next one because I am going to be in person. I already had it on my life list that at least once a year, I am doing deep work that allows me to continue to accelerate and advance in my awareness as a spiritual being walking on this planet, versus being in the hamster wheel of life and just surviving. I already know I'm not designed to be here just to survive. I like the idea of thriving, and I have been throughout my life. So day 1 was building the manifestation foundations. Each of these segments, we work from 11 till 5 o'clock. And these are just some of the things that happen. How to get lucky in life and work, adventures in manifesting business, reality alchemy, expanding into your dream life, diving deeper into the power of your mind, your call to creativity and greatness, transformation alchemy, releasing the chains of self-limitation, going further with manifesting. And so the teachers on the first day was Vishen, Regan, Michael Beckwith, right? Then the second day was deep transformation, acceleration, and celebration. It opened up with WONT, and he taught embody your manifestation frequency. Let me stop right here. What excited me on the first day was it was opened by Vishen, founder of Mindvalley, and then Regan came in, the manifestation coach that I told y'all about. But a part of her presentation, y'all, she brought out sound healing instruments, and the first one she brought out was a harp. And you're like, well, why are you excited, Chakra? Because guess what? Harps, I have 2 of them. I have 2 angel harps. Those are the instruments that I began to hear in my spirit and was drawn to get into my life. One of them was given to me. Now I have harps. I have a Native American flute. I have instruments that sound like cymbals and chimes. I have sound bowls. I have a didgeridoo. I mean, this was impactful for me, because sound is what brought me into this awareness of wanting to live an awakened life. Yes. So the second day, we had the speaker, WONT. He did movement. He did breath work and movement. He did that. And then you had Marie Diamond, your home. She says her presentation was your home is a 3D vision board. Man, please. She posed a question. She said, if your home is a 3D vision board, it's an out picturing of what's going on in the side of your life. Of course, she talked about the traditional thing about feng shui, which is decluttering. But she said, look, all this work that you do on the inside, in order to experience the maximum of manifestation that should be happen in your life, you got to do the work on the outside too. Talking about your physical environment. So she brings ancient technology through feng shui and the awareness of that. She even has this app that you can go in, you put your basic information, and it'll tell you what your energy number is according to feng shui. It even has a compass that you can use when you stand in the middle of your living room and see what are the areas what is your success area. Maybe north is your success area. The idea is to understand these different areas in your home and to rearrange your home, and actually also put things in your home that raise vibration for that area of finance or success, a relationship. Ancient technology. She pointed out that according to feng shui Chinese astrology, that February 4th, 2024 began another energetic cycle. This is Chinese astrology for the next 20 years. That we are in the cycle of 9, which is fire element, and it's about transformation, is about taking action. It is about, oh my God. So some of y'all been feeling a heightenedness probably in your energy. So I am a Sagittarius. I'm a fire sign. I'm a triple Sag too. There's 3 places in my natal chart, and I feel the fire. I feel the fire. Okay, look, watching this, and then afterwards I got connected. Someone set up a Facebook group of people that attended, and it's like being in class with people that are speaking your language, that are 10 toes down, studying and in this thing. They're turning the TVs off. They're stopping any chatter on unnecessary conversations. They're taking action, and you're connected with people that are in agreement with that for you to move into your manifestation at lightning speed. So Marie Diamond, her presentation, Your Home is a 3D Vision Board. Vishen, he talked about diving deeper into manifesting. Then there was Neil Donald Walch. He talked about changing your story changes everything. And then it closed out with Vishen, how to become a manifesting master. At the end, they did offer the ability to be able to be mentored, and they were only taking so many people, but you would be in a 6-month, I think a 4-month program with all of these teachers. Live class, virtual class, and they were only taking so many people. Now let me tell you the numbers of attendees to this whole thing. Yeah, go look up Mindvalley. It's a membership thing, and I canceled it, but I re-signed that back up, and when I did, I got half off of what I was paying before. Because when you open it up, I can choose any of these teachers and many more teachers and subjects to study. And what has activated me in my spirit right now, I'm hearing from spirit. It feels the same way when I transitioned from corporate America into massage therapy. I was approaching, first of all, when I started to study, I was not getting everything. I was not, I had been out of school for 20 some odd years, and I had to learn how to study again. I had to learn what works best for me. But I made it through that massage therapy, and it was coming down to the 2 weeks to study for your exam and your licensing. Okay? And I remember being impressed by the Holy Spirit to hunker down, and your mind should be only on 3 things. I heard in my spirit. Increase your meditation time with me in the mornings, your journaling and meditating and prayer work. The only other thing that should be on your mind is taking care of your children and your business. And the only other thing that should be on your mind when you're not doing that that your spiritual work and connecting with me, and when you're taking care of your kids and making sure you take care of your customers, the only other thing activity and thing that should be on your mind is studying to prepare for the exam. Because I had quit my $50,000 year job back in 2004. I didn't look back. I cashed in my 401k. I looked forward. I put money in the bank. They didn't have financial aid then. I put the money in the bank, and I got me a part-time job and went to school at night. So I could not pass. I could not launch into this field. I didn't have time to go back and take anything over. And I heard in my spirit, 10 toes down. And I'm hearing that now. I'm hearing that now. It's becoming clearer and clearer to me in what I'm here to do. And to operate every day as if this was my last. And I'm not saying, the divine, I believe the divine is going to give me the time necessary on this planet to complete my assignment. And we all have an assignment. Let me just say, those that are in the journey of spiritual awakening begin to recognize that you do have an assignment. Your assignment now may be to be a mother to your children, a father to your children. Your assignment right now may be to be there for your partner if you're in a relationship. Your assignment right now may be to allow things to fall away from your life that no longer serve and add value. Your assignment is to be in the world authentically. For me, spiritual encouragement. I began spiritually encouraging myself years ago, began to write in a poetic way, kept it to myself. I'm an introvert by nature, but I'm an extroverted introvert. But I've learned too that I have to have balance. That's why sometimes y'all see me come on and then I kind of dissipate. It's okay, nothing's wrong. I'm still evolving. But now in this season of my 60s, I hold place in the physical as an elder, as a teacher. And I've had some life-threatening situations, one most recent in 2022, that activated where I am right now. And I've committed to going back to and have been operating in the spirit, paying attention to divine signs and synchronicities. It doesn't matter if anybody agrees. I don't have to be and do anything to convince you. I'm here for those that are on that journey and are picking up what I'm putting down, and it's helping them, whether we meet ever, whether you're attending any of what I have to offer, anything that I'm launching locally and virtually. All right, I'm going to reset myself. So, I was going to tell you about the attendance. This summit had an attendance of 9,000 people virtually, an attendance of 1,000 people in person. Y'all do the math. So afterwards, someone created, they did offer a program where you could coach and be in a person. They were only going to take 800 people, and it was about $5,000, and they probably already sold that out. So, you know how you get into a thing and you're excited about it. You're excited about it. So what's next, right? I just posted a video titled, "You Woke, Now What?" Spiritually, you've woken up, now what? Right? So take a look at that video. I might even put it down below. So what's next, right? I've got excited about all these teachers. I'm seeing the energy in the room. It was hype, I'm virtual. And it's like, what's next? And so there's a whole lot of other people. Well, I can re-sign up with the membership and begin to finish the classes that I started that are in my queue. And I already downloaded Regan's class. And I already downloaded Marie Diamond's class. There's other teachers I may download as well, but I heard from my spirit like I did back when I transitioned out of corporate arena into massage therapy. I'm hearing in my spirit to literally get a new calendar book, a big one that I don't miss, and keep with me. And block out, right? I need to block out the times that I'm doing my study. Block out the times when I'm actually working in the salon. Block out the times when I'm having restoration, when I'm going to the lake or just having a day of restoration. Block out time in the mornings that I'm dedicating my meditation and visioning work, my journaling and affirming work. Dedicate time when I'm sharing and when and what I should share on my platforms. I've finally come to settling because I'm a multi-creative. And I bet you if I was diagnosed, they'd probably say I had the ADHD, but I don't believe in any of these diagnoses about ADHD and our children. They put labels and give them medicine and all of that. There's nothing wrong with our children. There's nothing wrong. You're just in this dense experience and stimulated by all the craziness, and just having to, if you understood, if parents understood the being that they are raising and nurturing, and I say it like that, your baby is a being, your baby is a spirit first. You understand? Operating in a vessel that's been it's been formed in. Yeah. Your baby is more than the physical senses. Your baby is equipped with spiritual senses, clairvoyance, claircognizance, clairaudient. Your baby has an energetic essence. The energy field of your baby consists of auric layers, consists of the chakra centers. Your baby has a mind that 90% of it is subconscious, is blank when it's born, and then 10% of it is conscious awareness. Well, from the age of 0 to 7, it's being programmed. It's being programmed by everything around it. It's being programmed by the way you nurture the baby. If you're a husband and wife team and you're a parent, it's also being programmed by when y'all argue. Whether you openly argue physically or you have negative energy, you're programming your child. Look, there's some other videos. There's some other videos. There's some other teaching. I'm only just beginning because I've been in hibernation. I haven't been operating from the fullest and highest self. And many of you haven't been operating from the fullest and highest self. And that's changing for you. Let's just take a deep breath again. Whew. So I'm going to stop here. I didn't want too many days to go by without giving you my review, if you will, of my experience. And so what I'm going to say is I discovered that there's a Facebook group that's been created for people that attended the Mindvalley Manifestation Summit. And I've tapped in and it's been wonderful. Beginning to meet people who are interested in the same thing, who are doing their homework as they go through the classes, as they've chosen to take whatever class. Some people were generous enough. They had taken notes during the conference and put it in the file section of the Facebook group. I'm connected with energies of people who are making commitments, like I've just made a commitment to myself to create a calendar that I'm going to follow for the next few months. And the things that I'm learning, I'm sharing. And the next conference that comes up, I don't know if they're going to do another one this year, but next year I'm going to be in there on that. That's all I wanted to share. Peace and blessings to each and every one of you. I'm going to post this on YouTube primarily. Just an introduction on Instagram and YouTube, Instagram and TikTok for y'all to come here. Welcome to the full video. I'm also going to put in the description the name of each of these teachers and either their YouTube or their Facebook page, and whatever else I can find that I think that would be a helpful tool for you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. If you're watching and haven't liked it, just hit like if you resonate with it, right? Because that's going to help build my numbers. I don't want to drown in social media. I don't want to drown in having to be perfect, in distracting me from not sharing, not teaching, not having an opportunity for one person that's going to open this up, and I'm going to be talking as a mirror to them, just like Regan popped up on my phone. I ain't got to say nothing else. I love y'all. Like, subscribe, and hit the share button. There's going to be somebody, if you ain't resonating with this, but you know somebody in your world that going to be on point with this exactly, you need to share it with them. You can hit the share button and send it as a text. You can send it as an IG. You can send it a whatever way. Make sure. Don't look now. If it ain't for you, pass it on. Peace and blessings.